After an underachieving season this year, the Atlanta Hawks have a chance to add another young piece to their roster in this year's draft. Atlanta finished the 2019-2020 season with a 20-47 record and have the fourth best odds at the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, just behind the Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Minnesota Timberwolves. But many people continue to have doubts about this team, particularly on the defensive end. Their best player might be the worst defender in the league, and the team as a whole finished in the bottom 3 last season in defensive rating. Now, I think a big part of this team's struggles on defense come from age. They are one of the youngest teams in the NBA with an average age of about 25, and although their rating doesn't indicate otherwise, many of the team's players have good instincts on the defensive end. Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter are 2 of their draft class's best perimeter defenders, and John Collins, in my opinion, does show good instincts on the defensive end. So why am I making this video? Well, because of the possibility that the Atlanta Hawks could end up with this, or this, or this. Whether you like it or not, the Hawks have a very bright future as far as talent goes. The fit between all these players will be in question, but a team that could feature 4 top 10 picks over the last 3 drafts is something that has never been done before. Before we get into the biggest question surrounding the Hawks this year, that being who they should draft, let's first highlight what makes them so exciting as a young team. Trae Young just finished his second NBA season, averaging 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists. Stat patter, horrible defender, whatever else the haters want to throw his way to bring him down, I'll take this kid on my team every single day of the week. John Collins, the team's second best offensive player, just finished his 3rd NBA season averaging 21 and 10 while shooting 40% from 3 and 58% from the field. Cam Reddish, who had a rough start to his rookie season in 2020, finished the season very strong. In his last 20 games, Reddish averaged 14 points, shooting 41% from 3, a huge improvement from his first 37 games where he was averaging 8 points and shooting 32% from the field and 26% from 3. That 3-headed monster, combined with DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Huerter, and Clint Capella, makes the Hawks a lot better than their record suggests. But who should the team select in this year's draft? LaMelo Ball projects as a pure point guard that can facilitate for others, but that's what Trae Young is. Anthony Edwards is a scoring phenom at the shooting guard position, but that may hurt Cam Reddish's development. And James Wiseman is a big with insane potential on both the offensive and defensive end, but the team just traded for Clint Capella this season and also have Dwayne Dedmon. So what do they do? Well, let's break down each pick and some other possible routes that the Hawks could take. Let's start with LaMelo Ball. In my opinion, this is the pick that makes the least amount of sense for the Hawks, unless they somehow land the number 1 overall pick. Like I already hinted at, LaMelo is one of the best pure point guard prospects the league has seen in a long time. But the Hawks already have their own pure point guard in Trae Young. Unless the Hawks are 100% confident that LaMelo Ball and Trae Young can share the court at the same time and will be as productive as possible, I don't think the Hawks should even consider making this pick. Next is Anthony Edwards. In my opinion, this is the middle ground pick, and what I mean by that is it makes sense for the team to do, but do they want to possibly stun the development of another top 10 pick in Cam Reddish? Now, Edwards is the best pure scorer in this draft, who also has shown the ability to facilitate and create for others, which could take a big load off of Trae Young's shoulders on the offensive end. But I don't think the Hawks should shy away from this pick at all, because Edwards is that good of a player, but it could definitely limit what the team gets out of other guys like Cam Reddish and Kevin Huerter. Behind door number 3 is the pick that I believe the Hawks should make if they have the chance to, and that would be selecting James Wiseman. Wiseman, who isn't one of my favorite prospects if you've kept up with my channel, is the clear-cut best fit and choice for the Hawks this year. Although the team did just trade for Clint Capella this season, we all know that offensively, Capella is limited to buckets within 10 feet. Wiseman, on the other hand, is a very good post player and even has some range in his game. His defense may not be as good as Capella's at the moment, but his massive 7'1", 250-pound frame gives him all the tools to become a great rim protector in the NBA. Apart from these three prospects, I don't think there's many other players that the Hawks should look at in this year's draft. If they don't have the chance to either draft Wiseman or Edwards, I think they should trade down and get future assets. Some guys that I could see them targeting if they are to trade down or get unlucky in the lottery are Tyrese Haliburton, Saddiq Bey, and Devin Vassell. Three guys that can come in and immediately help this team on defense, as well as knock down the three and provide spacing for Trae Young to navigate the offense. The Hawks have a lot of questions though. Obviously, their team defense is a concern, and the fit between all of these young guys is something that is in question. But I really do believe that they have the chance to be a very special team in the future. And that's the video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for future content just like this, and let me know who you guys think the Hawks should select in this year's draft, as well as any other future moves that they could make to improve this roster. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.